Yesterday went to the claim. I had a pretty good day. At first I was kind of striking out, and I'm going, what the hell's this? You know, because I usually get color in every pan. But anyhow, if you stick around, I don't really like to make these long videos, but I'll have it all cleaned up and weighed out for you. So enjoy. This is probably one of the worst spots to get to the claim. I could take the creek or go bushwhacking through there, and I think that's what I'm going to do right now, is go through the bushes. Just got here, don't really want to get wet until I really have to, and that ain't too far from here, so let's take a walk. Hope I don't drop my phone. See what we got here. You know, if I was smart, I'd clean some of this stuff out, just so it'd be easier to get through. So, but there we go, already tangled up in a freaking bush with my gear. Ah, there goes my pump. Son of a, you know, the things we do for the little bit of gold we get. Freaking incredible. But this sucks. I need to clean this up. But as you can see, it wouldn't have hurt to walk through the creek, but then you take the chance of breaking your freaking neck, slipping on a rock, and here we have it. Okay. Now, the first 15 minutes of this hike is probably the worst because of all the overgrowth, and then you got to get in the water, and the rocks are slick. Anyhow, I'll take some more shots down the way. Obstacle number 2. When the water's high, climbing up that ain't too bad, but coming down is a mother, you know what. It's almost straight up and down. But the water gets high, and it hits them boulders and all, and it's just a pain in the butt to get through. But so far not too bad. Water's low, good to go. This past winter, this rock face collapsed, and there's the debris also up over there. All that came down. That would have been a sight to see. I'm glad I wasn't underneath it when it happened. Anyway, we're going to be getting to obstacle number 3 right up here. Obstacle number 3. I mean, we got real low water right now, but man, when it's high, it's death-defying to get through there, I'll tell you that right now. And you definitely don't want to go up that, because that's oh, forget about it. Boomer almost lost his life there. But anyway, I'm just grateful that the water's low right now. Well, here I am. I'm right in the middle of the claim. Way up at the other end there is the start of it. Took me 45 minutes to get down here. But I'll tell you what, man, I don't care. I just love it here. So, you know, I brought a couple of guys down here, and oh, the hike is too far, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know what? Go somewhere else, man. It's not about the gold for me. I mean, it's a bonus, but dang, this is so cool. I love it. Okay. Came from there, coming over here to the swimming hole, the trout hole. And man, I'll tell you what, there's about 8 of them all the time in here. I don't know if we can see any. Ah, there they are. Man, I'll tell you what, I wish you guys could see that. If I had a GoPro and got what, there's that big one. Wow. I don't know if those are mosquitoes on top of the water, but I think they're going to have a feast this morning. Anyway, I got to get over there and grab some gear. I think I'm going to do some suckage today. Start sucking out some of these cracks and what do you call them, boil holes. And see over there for the boil hole I got a ½ gram out of. But yeah, it's kind of hard to figure this out, man. I got a big ass gravel bar here, getting covered with weeds, but the bedrock is there, and that's where all the gold is. But how it got here is beyond me. I mean, sure, it washed down, blah blah blah, but digging around some of this can be pretty freaking dangerous. You start undercutting stuff and next thing you know you got boulders on top of you. But anyway, it gets warm enough today. We're going to take a swim. Boomer takes a swim every time. Don't you, Boomer? Huh? Hey, what are you doing? You going to take a swim? Huh? Where's your stick? Where's your stick? Well, I've dug this hole before and got some pretty decent gold out of it. But this thing is still giving, I'll tell you, man. That's pretty cool. And this is not even a full pan. Let's see if I can get some. Here we go. See if I can do this. Well, kind of, here it comes. It's all over in there, man. So, I decided to go ahead and, let's see if we get this in. I decided to go ahead and set up the sluice, finish out this hole. There's the mighty sluice. I love that top part. That mud flap is a winner, man. Nothing gets through that. Whoa. But anyhow, I'm going to fill up 2 buckets. And then we're going to put it through the sluice and see what we get. You know, I was striking out earlier on some of the old holes, but this one and that one and that one, they still keep giving. So I'm thinking this channel at one time came right through here where I got my claim marker. All through that area, it's inside bend. So we're gonna get after it. Alright, that's a little better presentation of that first little pan. Heck, I didn't even have enough to pan, really, I didn't think. You know what I mean. But anyway, that's it. That's why I set up the sluice, so I'm going to get after it. Well, here's the first bucket. It's about a half full, but I'm going to run one more like this and do a clean out, but I'm going to run this first so I can take a break. See ya. Well, there's about a quarter bucket in there. My hole's pretty much cleaned up. I thought I'd get at least 2 buckets out of there, but I ran dry. We'll run this, I'll do a clean out and see what we get. So with this and that half bucket, so that should equal about a bucket. We'll see what we get. Well, there's a picker. I bet you this damn camera is upside down, isn't it? Anyway, but there is gold in here. Let's see, where the heck is it? There it is. There's some more. But anyway, let's get this thing cleaned out and see what we get. Remember, that's only one bucket. Well, that's what I got out of that top mat. My mud flap mat. Love it. And I can almost guarantee you there isn't hardly anything in this sluice box but black sand. And if there is, it's going to be right there. Because that's kind of the catch too. So we'll get this panned out and see what the heck we got. Well, there you have it. That's one bucket. And you know, one bucket takes a little bit of time in this bedrock. But anyway, did get a picker there. And a nice flake over here. And tons of fines. So I'm pretty happy with that, you know. But right now, that hole's dry. I think I'm gonna have to move over and check some other ground out. But that was just the top mat, my mud flap. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out. I don't even think it's worth it, but I'll go ahead and see if there's anything in it. Well, I was going to give it up and go somewhere else, but I'll tell you what, that is one impressive pan, if you ask me, for this kind of clean. And there's the hole it come out of, just a little bitty, well, you can see, just that crack. And that's the second pan that I've got like that. So I'm digging it. Well, there's number 3 out of that little hole. You know, it's not too bad. Getting a little smaller. But we're going to bust up some more of that bedrock and see if we can't do a little better. Right on. Well, looks like it's time to go. Looks like we got a thunderstorm coming. And it's been like every weekend, well, almost every day, really, in the summer. We get these damn thunderstorms that really crack a lack. So I'm going to get out of here now. I wanted to stay another hour, but I don't know what the hell's up the hill. So we'll see ya. Well, I got it all cleaned up the best I could. I probably should have used the Miller table on it. But let's go ahead and get this weighed out. See what we got yesterday. There's like 4 pickers in there, a couple pokers, and we're going to tear this out. Okay. Now, get that zeroed out. I've checked these pans and they're really close in weight. So here we go. What do we got? 1.44 of a gram. So almost 1.5 grams yesterday. I'm pretty happy with that. So anyway, thanks for sticking around and watching the video. See you on the next dig.